Hey y'all, so I've actually been wanting to do this video for quite some time, but I just have never gotten around to it with like new stuff that's come in. Wanted to kind of show that off. But people always ask like, you have all this Bath and Body stuff, like do you ever use it all? Yes, I do. There's a lot that I still have to use, but there's some that I actually have gone through. Some gets given away or swapped or whatever. But I kind of wanted to talk about the stuff that I did finish and what I kind of thought about it if I'd repurchase that kind of stuff. So I brought out my little basket of empties, kind of been putting it off to the side, and so now I can throw it away after I finish this video. Okay, so we'll just kind of dig in. A while back I bought a bunch of stuff from Moon's Harvest. They had a brick and mortar store that's no longer there, and that's kind of a bummer because it's like right by where my aunt and uncle live, but I think they've just decided to focus more on like their online sales, which I think that was the majority of their sales anyway. And my aunt had said that, you know, she'd sometimes go by and they weren't even open. So I used their shampoo and conditioner. Would I repurchase this? Probably not. Not that it was horrible. Like my sister Jamie really likes these. I gave her the other set, but like, see, it's really like the shampoo is really watery, and once you get it in your hair, like it does do a really good job of cleansing, but it's just not the consistency that I prefer. And the well, I was gonna say the conditioner is the same, but I don't know what happened there. It's kind of solid. I haven't used this in a bit. And it just wasn't as moisturizing enough for me. I did try to use, I just didn't want to waste it, so I just did try to use as much as I could, but I haven't used it in a while, honestly. So not a bad product, just not for my hair. Next thing that I brought was my truffle container. I actually have a big drawer in my closet, my bath closet, full of truffles, but I have these for the single ones that I can grab and use. And so I've like been making my way. I didn't keep like the little wrappers as my used, but I have used a lot of my truffles from that big haul that I did like a couple months back with Milo. These are still my absolute favorite bath product. I just love how moisturizing they are, and you know, they smell so good. Milo still has a good amount of the Bite Me, but I probably need to get him some more soon. And they're just so cute, you know. They smell really yummy, and they've kept pretty well. Like I've had some from when I first started buying, like kind of in the back of my drawer, and I used it. And they do kind of harden up a little bit, but I just crumble it in the bath and it's fine. It's not any different from the ones that are still fresh and soft. They just don't get dented in storage. So working my way through. I'm gonna need a little bit to kind of fill up my stock, but still love those. They've kind of like withstood the test of time, and there's been quite a bit of scents. I still think that Berry Bewitching Brew, there's like a lavender, vanilla, and Honey I Wash the Kids. Those are probably like my favorite ones to use. Milo likes the Bite Me, and I just kind of grab, like there's some random ones I only have like one of, so I just kind of grab it. This was my sample soap from Moonalisa. It was the raspberry chocolate truffle. Still smells, it smelled really good. Moonalisa soaps, I really like them a lot. They're creamy, but the thing that I like most about them are her scents. I mean, her scents are so awesome, and just putting the soap on, it's really nice to layer with my butter rich creams. So she's up there as top of my top 3 favorite bar soaps. She makes them so pretty and cute, and they're huge. I mean, they're like humongous. I wish I had brought a complete one to show you, but they're really big. Like I cut them into 3, so one soap lasts a long time. I don't think they're cold processed, but they're still really creamy. I still really like them a lot. And then this is, oh, would I repurchase Moon is? Yes, most definitely. I mean, the soaps are like anywhere between $7 to $9, but like I said, they're huge, so you like can cut them up and use them into like servings of 3 or 4. So when you think of it that way, and the fact that they're handmade and the scents are awesome, like totally worth it. I would definitely repurchase. The next thing is Fortune Cookie Soaps Whipped Cream. This one is in Sally. I've finished a Lemon Drop It Like It's Hot. I just couldn't find the case, and I have about this much left of Sally. Lemon Drop It Like It's Hot is probably still one of my favorite scents from them. I also really like Twisted Tea Party from the Alice collection and Sparky from Winter. Would I repurchase it? Yeah, I used to buy them a lot, and I used to have a lot of them, but I've since found like formulas that I really, really prefer. So I only really buy these in scents that I really, really love. Like in the Alice collection, I only bought it in Twisted Tea Party, and in Winter, I only bought it in Sparky. And like some of the other scents that I might have liked from the box, I would have just gotten in perfume to just kind of use. But I've just kind of, even then, like with the perfume, if I can't get it in a 2-gram, I just think I'm going to stop buying them, because every order that I've purchased, the perfumes have come leaked, and their customer service has been great. They've sent out replacements, but then sometimes the replacements are leaked too. So I think they need to like revisit their supplier or see something, because I mean, it's nothing due to their fault. Like they bubble wrap it, they put it in like a envelope into the box, like they really do protect it well, but in transit, like the lid still just doesn't, I don't think it just closes well enough for it to avoid leaking. And I know that must be so spendy for them to send out replacements, but they do so like without complaint, and you know, their customer service has definitely been great as far as that goes, but I just feel bad that it keeps leaking. So I think from now on, I'll just buy the bigger 2-grams, because I don't seem to have that problem with those. Like I can keep those in my purse without them leaking. The smaller ones will also leak if they're like on their side. You kind of have to store them upright. But I really like their scents, and I really want to wear the perfumes, and I bought a bunch of 2-grams for the Create Your Own that I really, really like. So I would probably repurchase those. Just kind of something FYI. And I've actually finished another one of these, but I'm on my way to almost being done with my Blueberry. Oh, that's so good. From the Bathing Garden. These are my absolute favorite scrubs. Like, #1. Totally. They're my favorite. Like, they're just so creamy, and I mean, like, that looks like it's edible. And it just works really well. They're soft and moisturizing, and they smell really good. Like this blueberry smells like a marshmallowy, creamy blueberry. It's like not too strong a tart of blueberry. It's like a sweet blueberry. I've actually tried to taste it to see if it would be good. Like, don't try it, because it was disgusting. I mean, it tasted like soap. I mean, that was in there. But I mean, that's how good as well. I was like in the shower, and I was like, I couldn't help myself. But, you know, don't do the same thing. But yes, would I repurchase this? Most definitely. I have in my bath closet, I have stacks of these, and I still can't, I mean, I can't keep them fast enough. I keep using them, you know, just, I feel like for my skin type, I could use these every day. Some people feel like they might be, like you can see the sugar in there. And so for some people with sensitive skin, they don't use it every day, but I do. And I just really enjoy the scent. Even just with washing your hands, you could use this just for hand washing. Next was shampoo and conditioner bars from Fortune Cookie Soap. I would keep them in this tin. I bought a whole bunch in the spring with the Candyland collection and some of their cores. And I do still like it for travel. And my husband will still use them occasionally. But I've just found other stuff that I just seem to reach for more. I really do like them still, and I think they're really convenient for travel, so probably would buy them for that. but I just don't hoard them as much as my other stuff, or like how I kind of used to. Next we have Moonalisa's Butter Rich Creams. I hoard these for sure. This one still has a bit, but I've used quite a bit of it. This one is in tangerine coconut cream. I actually bought this one, I think it was off eBay a while back, and I've just kind of been fixing it. But she just did the spring for this year, so I bought some that I'm on the order that we just did last time and are still kind of waiting on. I really love the formula of these. I prefer them to the Potion Lotion, but only slightly. Like, Potion Lotion is, they're almost the same consistency-wise. I feel like the finish is different, where this is creamier and more moisturizing. Like, the Potion Lotion kind of dries to a powdery finish, so, you know, you don't get, like, the, not that these are slick either, but it's just drier, so it's something that's good for work, so I don't have to wait. But I haven't finished a Potion Lotion yet. I usually use these more, and I have one in my car, my purse, all over the house, work bags, like different bags, and I have a drawer just for these because I really, really like these a lot. And I most definitely would repurchase. I bought a whole bunch during the spring. With Muna, it's nice to just buy a bunch because she does a launch and then she'll just do a restock of anything that's left over, but then those scents might not come back. I mean, they may for the next restock if it was really popular, but otherwise you won't get them again until next year. So you might as well get what you want so you can build up a hoard. You can use what you want, and then you'll still have some for next year. And that's my rationale anyway. Detangler that I finished from Muna. Absolute favorite. I use this every day. Hair stuff I feel like is the stuff that I use the most, just because my hair is so long and requires a lot of product. Empties always seem to be hair stuff, and so the detangler I just like spray in my hair as soon as I get out of the shower while it's still wet, and it really makes a difference. There's no tangles, it's softer. When I dry it, it just looks healthier, and I really feel like it's kept my hair healthier, along with like my shampoo and conditioner regimen. So definitely would repurchase that. Solstice Scents whipped soap. This is in Blackburn Farmstead. I was very sad when this was finished. I was really sad about it. Blackburn's Parlor, excuse me. This is one of my favorite scents from them. It's like ice cream, caramel, waffle cone, and I think there's like a slight banana. Tara actually accidentally bought this. She was meaning to buy Blackburn's Farmstead, but this ended up being one of our favorite scents ever. And I still have the ganache. I just don't have any more whipped soap, and it just smells so good. But the thing that I use this for the most is hair, and it makes a really, really good shampoo. It's like creamy and lathers well. Like, it works really, really well for hair. And I know that she just hasn't been making like as much whipped soap and ganache as before. I think she still does, but it's like not as frequently. She's like focusing more on her perfume. Like, she's come out with more perfumes, and I think even like sprays instead of just perfume oil, like EDPs. And please make more, because I really love this stuff and it's so good. I mean, it's really, really good for shampoo. So that was a sad day when this was over. And then, of course, one of my favorite shampoos too, thank goodness she's still making these, and I hope that she doesn't ever stop, is Tiggy's 3-in-1 whipped cream soap from Future Primitive Soap. This one is in Baking Day. I used to use this like all over, but ever since I've discovered how much I love her bar soap, I just use this for hair, which is great because I was like going through these like crazy, and it's kind of helped me like keep from using them as fast. But even still, with as much hair as I have, I do go through this pretty quickly. It does last a while, but it's just so nice. I love this for shampoo. Like, it just you just take a bit, and you think that it's not gonna it just smushes into your hair, and then it like lathers great, and it does a really, really good job of cleaning. And then of course my hair smells like Future Primitive soap, which is always a plus. So I love this stuff. I absolutely love it, and that's what I use it for. Definitely would repurchase. It comes from the UK. She just is like my favorite. Anything from Future Primitive soap, I just really, really like. I like the unique scents and the inspiration behind them. The product is awesome. So yes, definitely worth checking out. And the shipping price it is spendy on shipping. I mean, this just really can't be helped with just how much it costs, but it's worth it. And following that is the conditioning hair rinse is what it's called. And this is also in the matching scent of Baking Day that I finished. This is like a thinner consistency than Muna, which we'll talk about, but even still, it's enough. It gives you enough, and your hair feels soft. I still use the detangler no matter what conditioner I use afterwards, just for the extra softness and detangling power. But this is really, really, really nice. I like it a lot. I just feel like I don't buy it as much because it's heavier, and it's like 8 GBP plus shipping, which ends up being it's a fair amount, but it ends up adding up when there's other stuff that I want. So I feel like with this, even though I love it, I only get it in like my absolute favorite scents. Like for Valentine's Day, I got it in Aphrodisiac, and then for Yule, I got it in the smoked Mexican hot chocolate, but I only have like 3 or 4 containers of these, and I know I'm going to use it fast. Like I usually just get it for my favorite ones, but it is one of my favorites. I just try to, like when you're wanting to order everything, you try to be reasonable about it. The 3-in-1 whip soaps and perfume and body whip win, and then I'll like pick some bar soaps if I can, and then if I have anything left over for my budget, then I'll do this. But usually by then, depending on how big the collection is, I could only get 1 or 2 of these. So definitely would repurchase, but it just doesn't seem like I get as much. And then Muna conditioners. This one is in Late Harvest, which is one of my favorite scents from her. It's a lavender and apple, and this is one of my favorite conditioners too. And even though the restocks are like 3 months apart before getting stuff, that's why I buy so much, because I can go through one of these in a month or less, probably less, like maybe 2-3 weeks. And this is more cost efficient. It is a thicker, like way thicker, creamier. So even though the bottle is smaller, I do feel like they last about the same because I don't have to use as much. It is a little bit heavier, so I use less too. And this is, I want to say $7.95 plus shipping. So a little bit more cost efficient. The only downside is like you can get this anytime, and this you have to get at the launch and wait. Moonalisa's turnaround times are 30 business days if you're not familiar. Watch some of my videos. It's totally worth the turnaround time. She's very upfront with it. It's kind of like she loads the amount of inventory of stuff that she can make, and then you purchase it, and then it takes the 30, and it is 30 business days for her to complete it and then get it to the fulfillment company, and they will start shipping it out. So should be getting the spring stuff here soon, I think. I'm not sure though. I have to double check. It might not be even until the end of April. I could be wrong. So I usually buy a lot of this, and I do like this a lot. I will repurchase it. And it's one thing, like even when I tell Tara, like when we're plotting out our game plan for what we're going to do for Moonalisa, I mean, we even make spreadsheets so that we can like see what we're going to buy, make a plan, like try not to go over our budgets. The thing that always like makes the cut is conditioner. and detanglers, because like hair stuff is the stuff that I go through the fastest. So, but then butter rich cream and perfumes, like you just want it all. And then this is like the little walnut scrub from Fortune Cookie Soap. I use this sporadically. I feel like ever since I got the Glam Glow, which is not indie, but the Mud to Foam, I use that more and I like it. I found a cheaper alternative from Queen Bee. They have a walnut scrub too, and it's exactly the same. You can even customize your scents. Like I bought a pistachio one and I really, really liked it. So this is a little mini that came in the box, and I did buy a full size one, and they were charging like $13, but the one that I found in a jar, which was like this size jar, 4 ounces from Queen Bee Apothecary, was $6 or $7. So I would go with that just based on cost alone. They work the same, this exact same product. So I probably wouldn't just for rebuy from just because of cost. And then this was one of my test soaps from Future Primitive in Hot Sugared Walnuts. This test soap was the soap that started my bar soap obsession. And it's kind of spiraled downhill. I really still like Future Primitives the best. It's just really creamy and it really lathers well. They smell good. When I use other soaps, they're either not as creamy or they're drying. Hers is not drying at all. It's just it's like the ones that I've used have been perfect. Like exactly what I want. She super fats them, so she adds like extra oil, and it's just so your skin doesn't feel stripped, but it does feel clean. And the lather, I mean, it's just great. I don't know, like her soaps are supreme out of all the other ones that I've tried. I recently tried my ones from Long Winter Farms, and you do get a lot for how much you pay. Like I think it's like a 5 or 6 ounce bar. So they're bigger than Tiggy's, because I think Tiggy's are 4 ounces. And they're nice. She super fats them too. So, but I don't know. I just still prefer Future Primitives for the scents, and I just feel like they're just a bit creamier. But I do like both. Long Winter Farms is probably second on my list, and then Moonalisa. I do have some House of Glory ones, but I just haven't gotten around to using them because I've been using my favorites first. And this is also another container for bar soap. So I think that's it. There's no perfume on here because my perfume lasts forever. I just, I mean, I use a lot and I put on some on almost daily except for when I work, but I just haven't finished one yet. For perfumes, I would say my favorite ones are from Future Primitive for aromatic oils. Lately, I've been wearing a lot of Aphrodisia or Moonalisa for sure. Like I keep Moonalisa's perfumes up front, and those are the ones that I reach for the most. And then like I have a chest that I bought off of Etsy that was handmade and customized. It's beautiful, and it has little compartments, and so I put my Moonalisa there, and then in the back I have House of Glory, and I have a tray on top of that that has all my Future Primitive, and then I have everything else. Like I have BPAL and the Fortune Cookie soaps and Long Winter Farms, and I have a whole box of Cocoa Pink that I got from my Black Friday that I need to open still and go through. I kind of just I've run out of room in that chest. So that chest is really where I keep the stuff that I use the most, and everything else kind of goes in to where I can get to it, but it's not like what I reach for first. And so I feel like Moonalisa is the one that I use the most, and just because I have more too, and I love her scents. And then Future Primitive is like a very close second. I didn't have as many aromatic oils from Future Primitive as I do from Moonalisa, but it's catching up, and I think I'm starting to use them equally. House of Glory, I haven't used them so much. I think I'm more of a fan of the summer and spring scents than I have been craving for the fall. Like there's some that I really, really liked in the fall, But I just haven't, and I haven't worn my customs, so now that I've thought about it, I think I'll wear one of my custom sets tomorrow. I still really like them, but I just feel like I don't know, maybe it's because of where they're at in the chest. I just don't reach for them as much. But that is it. Like, so for the most part, I feel like I am pretty happy with everything I bought and that I would repurchase, not only with like a couple of exceptions. And so that makes me happy, especially buying all this stuff, you know. Still gonna make my way through it. I can post a picture of my, just went through and reorganized my bathroom closet so I can like get through things easier. I have like the top shelf is all hair stuff, and then whipped soaps, because I use that for either shampoo or some of the whipped soaps like House of Glory and BumbleSoaps is too heavy for me to use as shampoo, so I use those on my body. And then scrubs and some lotions that can't fit in one of my drawers. And then I have a rack for bar soaps and a 3 drawers for other bar soaps, like from Lush Bubble Bars, and Bath Bombs and BumbleSoaps Truffle. So I try to keep it organized so I can get to everything and try to use all my stuff. But I just kind of wanted to give y'all an update of with some of the things that I've finished, because with all the haul videos, you know, some people have asked, like, well, what did you think of this? Like, kind of, what did you like this? And so this is kind of my update, some of the things that I've liked enough despite all the stuff that's been coming in that I keep going to, and I end up finishing off, and so working my way through. And I am trying to buy less, just so I can get through my stash faster. But I mean, makers keep popping up every day, and there seems to be so many good scents with every launch. Like Tara and I always talk about our low buy, no buy, and we get foiled every time. So just try to be realistic. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff, and I can go through this stuff that I finished and, you know, what I've thought, as well as stuff that I've bought. So anyways, hope you have a great night. Bye.